You're listening to M Soul Deep in the mix. Give a deeper sound to your life.
Hello, traders. Welcome to Silver Friday, the first of its kind, the first of its name, where we had the largest silver crash actually since 1921. We saw silver lose 38% of its value from its high to low intraday, and that kind of did it, man. That's kind of like the event, the crash, the great crash of our time. And all the other metals went with it, but none were quite as bad as silver. Silver was like the centerpiece of the whole metal mania anyway. And yeah, it was a lot, man. It was a lot of market cap lost. I mean, I think silver lost like $1.6 trillion. I think the sell-off on the AGQ, which is the two-time levered ETF of silver, lost more market cap than the combined amount that was lost of the entirety of the global financial crisis in 2008. So you have, I mean, like just last night, I mean, at this point, it's getting to be very high risk. And here the risk was, bye-bye silver. Now, recovered off the lows by a lot, man. I mean, at 16% recovery off the lows of day, $73.08. Lowest price seen on silver for real since January 5th. Okay, it's the 30th. So not even 1 month lows, technically. Kind of insane. I think it's still the best performing asset year to date, too, of significant market cap. How crazy is that? So yeah, musical chairs. When assets go on runs like this, you're playing musical chairs. You just don't know when the day is gonna be exactly. We thought maybe it was gonna be on the 26th. They went 3 more days, and then they pulled the plug. And it was the last day of the month too. So the monthly candle closed just 11 minutes ago, and we can look at the weekly first, which I thought it was gonna turn into a shooting star until they kept it going, and then it just turned into this godlike bearish engulfing candle. That is disgusting, man. That's a Darth Maul lightsaber right there. From the highest high to the lowest low in a 30-day period. Let's just say a 2-day period, 40%. So people that bought, there were people, you know they were out there, okay? Someone bought it $120. And today they're looking at their position and it's down 40% in pretty much 48 hours. So wild stuff, man. I mean, just when you think you've seen it all, you haven't. So you want to see that? Well, let's see. Will they follow through? Look at this still, though. Like, even after this craziness, since the breakout, since November, silver is still up 70% in 56 days. So you got a haircut, but in no way did it take the whole rally out like you would see in crypto, maybe. No, it's still up there. Just wiped out 3 weeks, I guess 4 weeks of gains. That's it. So yeah, it's bad though. I mean, that's like, look at the volume candle. Like obviously, like not even close. All-time highs on volume today, on the month, on the week. You know it. Here's your monthly candle. Let's look at it. It was still the highest monthly candle close in human history. How about that? So even with this pullback, even with it being Silver Friday, all-time highs. Traders settled up the highest. They had never in the history of human civilization settled up at $85 plus. Nope. Last month was history too. And it was 71.72. Look at your volume. All-time highs, man. So just despite anything, it's kind of crazy to think about. It's the perspective of like when someone purchased their silver. Was it in the last month? Well, yeah, you're destroyed. But if you bought like literally 6 weeks ago, how about, a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, you're up 70% on your money, if not 35% if you bought 2 months ago. That's wild. So yeah, FOMO is a heck of a drug, and today was the day. So I hope you watched the stream yesterday. Just like, hey, it's anyone thinking about fresh longs, this is your high probability. Your probability is increasing of getting wrecked. I didn't know it was going to be today, but things started looking kind of weird last night after the open. After they, on the 60-minute, they like couldn't, what they did was they tested this key level and then they rejected it. And it was like right here. It's like, okay, this is getting kind of weird here. You're up thrusting and big drawdown, and then you're back testing the up thrust. That's not really great price action. And then you're starting to roll over. I don't know, man, kind of sketching me out. And then lo and behold, they pulled the rug here. So okay, so that's your silver, man. Sorry, sorry the party had to end, but no more silver chain. Now I got a chain, a Figaro chain. I think it's just a more permanent thing, but the big chain, we won't be pulling that thing out for a while now. Okay, like it's an all-time high. It's all right. The silver Cuban link that I have, the massive silver chain, it is like the version of the Hey song, but for silver and metals. So, just like, hey, you won't be hearing the Hey song anytime soon for Bitcoin. You won't be seeing the Cuban link chain for silver anytime soon now. So like what could happen here? I mean, it's like, oh, dead cat bounce seems like a definite possibility. They could gap this thing up 15% on Sunday evening. Dude, there are endless possibilities with what just happened. So they continue to draw it down, whatever. I mean, think about what's your Fibonacci retrace. It looks like a 618 maybe, low to high. There you go. That's where they took it, from this lowest point to highest point, a 61.8% retrace. That's kind of where you reacted off of. But if you really wanted value, you'd probably want to see 54.20, right? An 886. Because in it, what would happen for the first time ever? If they took you to 40 or 54.20, that would be them. The October and November highs would be regarded as support for the first time in human history. Because when they broke this out November 28th, the day after the CME had a systems malfunction and they had to halt trading for 16 hours on the 27th. What's that breakout? They never back tested it ever. So there you go. That's probably a good level to be looking for, 54.20. If you want value, real value via Fibonacci, there's not going to be, I mean, if you're talking about technicals, man, right? Last time there was a technical situation here, it was the ascending triangle / bullish dragon pattern in Thanksgiving. That was it. It's going to be a long time before a structure develops on this chart that's going to give us some sort of edge via the technicals. All right. It's just, that's how it is, unfortunately. So we are in impulse land, high volatility land. We don't have structure. The swings are going to melt your face off. You're not even going to be able to stomach it. It's going to be too much. And that's, yeah, that's where we kind of hold off, you know, preserve your capital, times to make money, times not to lose money. And silver, it's the time, it's been now the time to not lose money, but that's, if you held today, it's over. You're screwed. All right, look at gold real quick. It recovered, you know, like silver. Very mild. I mean, extremely mild compared to silver. Took it down to the heart line of that channel it broke out of. They're hitting the all-time high, 56.03 on Thursday. And this is a lot more reasonable. I mean, there's not near as much damage maybe done to this, but my God, the volume signature, it was a record here on gold. My God. Yeah, the GDP of multiple Western first world countries taken off the board today. It's unfathomable money. Like, to think, like, where'd that money go? It just cashed up. There was no like real rotation or anything. People waiting on the crypto bros. Dude, you'll see when silver and gold and all they all dump, it'll rotate into crypto. It hasn't. It didn't do it. You can look above my head, man. That's not a rotation. So I think they all cashed up. And just waiting to see what's going on. I think we might have an impending invasion. Now, of course, everyone thinks that the U.S. is going to invade Iran this weekend, right? So, or at least commit assaults on Iranian targets in Iran, like, which not quite invade, but so if everyone thinks it's probably going to happen, then it's probably not happening. So. All right, so that's your gold, your monthly. Let's look at it. Is it history? Like silver? It sure is, man. Wow. 6 months in a row of record monthly closes. Incredible. If you're a monthly bro, you can't even tell what happened. Same with silver, kind of. I mean, you can tell what happened with the wick, but I'm just saying, like, it's just all relative to, like, oh, 3 months ago, holy crap, so grateful. A month ago, you're flat. Anything, you know, earlier than a month, you're screwed. Yeah, you're underwater. That sucks. But what are you doing? Like, who's saying buy silver in a parabolic run? With no structure, there's no strategy, right? That's the rule here. If there's no structure, there's no strategy. So these things have just been running off of the conclusion of their structures, right? And, you know, on the daily, there were ascending triangles and diamond patterns, all kinds of exotic structures. Yeah, right. The ascending triangle and the diamond and the rectangle. I mean, it was beautiful. It was like a Smithsonian of, you know, you'll go back, a Smithsonian of structures that were just gorgeous, right out of Bulkowski's playbook, out of his encyclopedia, you know, and you just get too far and, okay, it's cool. Oh my God, it's Wits, man. Dude, I got the screenshot of all screenshots today. The Leroy Jenkins screenshot.
After all that wreckage today, I think he'll have to take a break from all the super chats. That is unless of course Vincent doesn't stop, in which case he'll have to keep going.
Oh, I don't know if Vincent's even here today, man. I haven't looked at chat. My God, dude. Thank you so much, Wits, dude. I got the screenshot of all screenshots. All right, we all know the number, right? Leroy Jenkins parties, his raids, survivability percentage. Well, today the silver spot price hit that, and I got the screenshot.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Oh my God, it was like the most, I don't know, it was like serendipity. I'll always have that from now on. But thank you, dude, for the 100. Yeah, Vincent is the Canadian monster, dude. I'm scared. But yeah, I don't know if he's here. It's Friday afternoon. You know, I'm just going live for a little bit just to look at the carnage. The markets are closed, right? Other people were live during it. But dude, my body is like so sore and like broken. Just been trying to recover. So yeah, it's what a day. then we'll go to platinum down 17%. Yeah, nasty, man. But hey, you know what? They lost 2,200. That's fine. They could take this to 1868. They could take this literally to like 1581. I must remember the uptrend. This is not as bad, man. Like, these are not, the technical damage is not near as bad. It doesn't look as blow off toppy as silver. Silver just like, oh God, I don't know, man. Like, how do you come back from that? And then platinum, it's not really, yeah, there was divergence. It looked a little like slightly, yeah, we discussed a little bit, right, when we were going on these the past few days, and they're diverging after a fib extension. If it does do the pullback, all right, it's still going to be in an uptrend. And it'll be in an uptrend even if it goes to 1650. As long as you stay higher than 1500, then your uptrend's pretty much still good. So there'd be value down there. But yeah, just nasty, diverged, and dumped. I mean, I think yesterday we were looking at the divergence on this, if not 2 days ago. And palladium also wrecked. I know, you know, but hey, take it down to 1583, 1500. That they could be put in the highest low ever. This is a huge inflection point. They can defend this successfully in the coming days and weeks. My God, it might be onto something. But yeah, the divergence was there. Had a 50% retrace. It was once. It was slightly twice. You know, the slightly higher high. I mean, it was just the divergence, and so they're pulling it back. But again, it's just not as bad as silver, I don't think. So all right, and then the least affected of the bigger metals was copper, which yeah, it sucks, man. Yesterday, all-time highs, and then today, bearish engulfing candle. But like, think about this: the lowest daily candle close confirmed today since 3 days ago. Okay, like it was like nothing happened. It was like, hey, we're back to where we were Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday or Tuesday on copper. So it was like, and then really like here's like they closed the day above this swing high candle close 580. They did it. They defended it successfully. It's kind of insane to think about that. Copper is fine. Like, there's nothing to worry about on this one for now. I mean, again, you do think like after something like this, a pullback to $5 would be amazing for an opportunity to like dollar cost average, add, or even just enter. But like, you know, maybe you're not going to get it. But that's so strong. Monthly on copper. Well, weekly first. Weekly. Oh, dude, guess what? Highest weekly candle close ever on copper. Insane. Can't you make this up? Like, you can't even meme about copper. I mean, it's like, what do you want? Record weekly close. It was like the third highest daily candle close ever. Highest monthly close in history. And guess what? It went to like that shorter term target anyway. The golden mean ratio was the 1618, which was 631. And what'd they do? They took it to 652. They overshot it a little bit and you pulled back. But that is crazy, man. That is 6 months, 6 positive closes in a row, 6 months in a row. And yeah, highest volume we've seen since March 1st of 2022, multi-year highs on volume. And it's like, yeah, think about that. This is just like begun. Like this, if this was the silver chart, it'd be like this. So it hasn't even done the thing yet. Wow, very impressive actually looking at copper on its weekly and monthly. Like if they pull it back, dude, if we get us 460 on the monthly, $5 on the monthly, dude, you have a wonderful opportunity. I'll just tell you that. It just seems like, man, 6 months in a row. Eventually you'll get a red candle and pull back or go sideways, but that's phenomenal. Okay. Copper's in the chat. Rare earth strategic metals pullback, highest monthly candle close since January 3rd of 2023. So multi-year highs here. They took it to a resistance. That was a profit-taking target of a trade setup. Oh my God. People took profit at a profit-taking level? No way. Yes. So how can, it's the least surprising thing on earth. All right. Oh, all right. Multi-month highs, high volume. You just, if you pull back 50, who cares? It's going to put in a higher low and it's going to run again later. So yeah, you're just waiting on it's higher in time at some point. Then you had URA, yeah, also the nasty day today. But dude, who cares about URAs daily? This is the monthly, and the monthly is, wow, they have broken out. They have broken out, and it's confirmed. Do you see the candle low closers from 2011, the swing high resistance reversal in 2012? That's the last level, really. I mean, you got 66.36 they haven't even tested yet right here. That would be on deck anyway. But the monthly, man. Yeah, it was not the highest monthly close in years. It was just like by $1 or less than $1. It was the second highest monthly candle close since 2012. You know, like that's just okay. The daily, oh man, that's nasty, dude. It's down like 10, 13% in 2 days after hitting a profit taking level of a trade setup. Oh yeah. But in the grander scheme of the more significant time scales, the upside potential is almost unlimited. Okay, 65.72, you break 65.72, you go to 130, or if not, then maybe 98 to 100 because psychological, and it's the IPO from November 2010. So it's just phenomenal. What a monthly. URA is a DCA thing. It's a DCA situation. It's in an uptrend. Like, you can't take it away. It's just how it is. Look, you go to the daily. Oh no, it pulled back. Because look, again, like, did it hit the yeah, it did. Let me just show you real quick. If I don't think I have yet. Let me show you. Here it is. If you so please. There it is. The date was January 3rd. January 3rd. Okay. It was like, oh my God, that huge candle. All right, right around here. That's it. The bullish divergence, the confirmation low, the key level. Remember? Remember down here? Oh, yeah. And then your profit taking was, the first one was just the high of the structure, the downtrend from October 15th. That was why I made that target one. It was 60.48. Do you see it right there? 60.48. Okay. And then you have target 2 being 65.77, the top of that zone, and then target 3 higher. Sorry, I'm having to switch back and forth. It's hard to see. Oh, you actually have 4 targets, 80 and then 98 to exit. So that's where you're at. What'd you do? You hit target 1, chat, and you pull back. And who cares? This could round trip, dude. This could come down to $50. Put in the highest low of uptrend and then run again later. That's why you have profit taking levels, because it's like people take profit at profit taking levels. You pull back and then you wait. It's just like Baba, man. Like, we had 4 targets on Baba, and it's like every time the asset ran to a target area, it pulled back and went down like 78% from the entry. Like, I mean, it almost round trip, but just put another higher low, deep higher low, and maybe a dollar cost average situation. Like, you get back to 50, maybe you add. You get down to 45, you add. As long as you're making a higher low than $43, these 2 lows, that's the highest low of the uptrend for sure. So nothing to worry about, man. You just got to understand, like, how it's the ebbs and the flows of the market. It's just position trading, how it works. They don't just go straight up. They don't just all pull silvers, okay? Silver done that 3 times in its history, ever, okay? 3. Now, I'm sure maybe back in like the 1300s, or, you know, bubonic plague, or when they discovered fire or whatever, you know, there were big pumps and dumps, but we don't know because it wasn't on a chart probably. But yeah, you just got to be patient on this. So anyway, aluminum real quick, lost 3%. I mean, whatever, dude. You know, aluminum, what did it do? Made its highest price since, you know, 2022 yesterday. Pulled back, reasonable pullback. No sort of blow off top looking crap like silver. It's fine. Like, this could go lower. They could take this, see a high, solid bearish divergence. Certainly there. Like, you have very pristine bearish divergence. Oh yeah. Buyer exhaustion is definitely there. So if they took this lower, it would be common. It would be like not surprising. Yes. What's up, Glasgow?
Glasgow, Scotland. Bitcoin tip $25. You are a technical expert. Technical v fundamentals in trading. Can you talk a little bit about this, please? Do you look at fundamentals? Your thoughts. We love you in Glasgow, Scotland. Scotland emoji.
Oh, well, I love Glasgow. I mean, I've been there with my Glasgow bros. That's like a lot of my blood comes from there. Okay, so y'all, people, everyone in Glasgow, y'all are like my brethren, blood brethren. Just, you know, my ancestors made the trek across the pond, and y'all stayed over to hold it down. So, thank you, dude. We can, what was that? Sorry, it was, technicals or fundamentals in trading. Do I look at fundamentals? Not as much as I should, probably. But I do, like, think about it. Like, I look at, like, a lot of, you know, I think the older I get and the more, yeah, it's just older, and I guess the more I've done this, the more I'm looking at, like, volume. Like, I'm talking daily volume on the assets, the market cap. Like, I want larger market cap assets with tons of volume, where I'm not subject to, like, insane swings. Like, you know, we get a lot of requests in here, and, like, some of the requests are, like, great technically, but the volume on them are so low that, like, you get swings that are so outlandish, and it's like, oh my God, like, what happened with RR Rich Tech Robotics? Like, what a good technicals, right? But the volume and the share float so low, it's like it can move so much. And then there's a news driven catalyst on Microsoft, and it was fake news, and it pumped 45%, it was down 30 something percent in 2 days, and it's just like, oh my God, like I can't even, you know, it's hard to abide by Mark Douglas principles when you're dealing with that stuff. So it's like when you have higher market cap, higher volume assets, you're subject to less volatility. And I guess, like, the older I get, the less I want to deal with that. So I guess if, like, you're in your 20s and, you know, maybe it's an adrenaline that you don't want adrenaline. You want to kind of, like, not have any sort of cortisol spikes. Kind of defeats the antithesis of Mark Douglas's teachings, right? We're trying to be like robots, have a trading plan. If it fails, it fails. If it gets stopped out, whatever. If it succeeds, great, we take profit, move on, right? With no emotion one way or another. But, like, my God, if you're dealing with low volume assets with swings that are like S coins, yeah, it's harder to, you know, be grounded emotionally. And so fundamentally, though, I mean, yeah, like, I would prefer if, like, I could have a high volume, high market cap asset, lots of people exchanging shares every day, like 20, 50, 100 million shares, whatever, you know, a lot. And they also always make money every quarter, right? They're money making machines if I can help it. Absolutely. And then they're in a good sector. They're in a good subsector that has a healthy trend, right? Like you if you want, like, an energy stock, okay, well, they make money. Yeah, they make money. They're money making machines, man. Oh, they pay a dividend. Okay. How's the trend doing on the XLE, right? The energy sector. Okay, that trend's good. Okay, well, how about the macro? The macro is still okay. It's still an uptrend. Okay, so you got a good macro environment. You got a good sector environment trend. And then we look at the individual asset. Okay, it's looking good too. It's in a good trend with good volume, right? With good fundamentals. They make money quarterly, good revenue. Maybe a dividend, which just kind of proves that they pay back their shareholders. Okay, you know, dividend ETF today hit all-time highs, the SCHD. Unreal. Dividend stocks are kind of the king right now. It looks like, with a record close, like, my alert went off today. I'm like, oh my God. So Yeah, I think like fundamentals are important, and then kind of beyond, like the in between fundamentals and technicals with the volume stuff. So, and a good spread, like yeah, that's what volume and market cap, like you get a good spread, right? Where and the typically if you have a high market cap, high volume asset, you have an options market. Like if you have really low volume on whatever you're trying to trade, you can't even play options. Like the spread's absurd. It's stupid when you try to buy a call or even sell your call. Like you're gonna get wrecked. Like, so yeah, I don't even know if that helps, but I'm just kind of talking, you know. So thank you, Glasgow Scala
Silver
Bitcoin.
just
Let me
started
know.
another 45-year cup and handle go.
Oh God, not again. You know the memes and the gifs of all the boomers dancing. They bought silver at $2 in 1940, 1950. Well, that's gonna be all you gotta do is rehash it and say this is the millennials in 2050 when silver finally hits 120 again. That's us, dude. Yeah, compound effect. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so I mean, like, there's nothing wrong like with just applying technical analysis to an asset blind without knowing the volume, but you do want high volume. Otherwise, you're subject to crazy volatility, crazy swings. Yeah, just anyway. So 10 gap down today, but whatever. Yesterday hit an all-time high. My God, they took 10 over 135. Ridiculous. The monthly on 10. The monthly is insane on all of them. Look at that monthly. You got to be kidding me. Up 27% on the close. So you have Jesus chimes for all the metals. All metals except palladium, the big ones. You know, platinum. Oh, man, did they really? What a bunch of... It was the second highest monthly candle close because of the dump today. Second highest daily candle close since March 2008 by like a few dollars. That's brutal, man. That's kind of makes you kind of feel bad, doesn't it? Dang. But intra month all-time highs. Palladium, you know, you're way off. Like, dude, that's the thing about that. They could take it down to like 1,200 on the monthly and it's still like probably amazing. Yeah, it's just kind of been running. So silver, though, was the main culprit of all this. Okay, anyway, so like monthlies, speaking of monthlies, how about all-time highs on all these metals? Gold, silver, copper, tin, multi-year highs on REMX, EUR, and then you have an all-time high on the monthly on the S&P 500. Oh yeah, the hanging man was none. Somehow the man got off the stage somehow without getting hanged, and they kind of invalidated it so far. Like, that's invalidation. But a record today, S&P 500. If you remember what happened, there was a beautiful trend line that goes back to 2009 that was respected all the way up to the COVID crash. But then they printed 40% of all circulating money supply in an 18-month period. So we legged up because so much more money in the system.
Please. THX, sir.
What's up, Todd? Yeah, we'll look at in-phase energy. Thanks so much for 20, dude. Much love. So, right, because of the money printing, so much more, a leg up. That leg was respected back in April last year, the tariff crash, and here we are, just extended far away from the mean. How far percentage-wise from that mean?
The U.S. government will keep funding endlessly,
20%.
and we're led to believe we topped on metals, as if. I expect new all-time highs soon. Come at me.
What's up, Greg, man? Well, you know, maybe they rotated into oil. Like, look at the oil sector. I mean, yeah. That money printing, like, just because we crashed today, 30% on silver, 9% on gold, 17% on platinum, 60% on palladium. Like, it doesn't mean like anything fundamentally has changed. I mean, no one's going to be responsible. I think this sell-off, it seems uncanny that it happened with Warsh, who's going to be the new chairman of the Federal Reserve. He likes Bitcoin, but he's not a big proponent of money printing. Like he's said, he doesn't like it. So there may be some sort of change in, I mean, maybe the market perceived that a certain way. Because the only way to keep civilization running, it's too late. We've jumped the shark. They have to print money. If they stop printing the money now, we die. Civilization collapses. I hope everyone understands that. Like, that's where you can't, if you just cut it off, it's like an alcoholic or a heroin addict. Like, they can't just stop taking their drug. They have seizures and they would die. So I don't even know. Like, the money printing has to continue, but if they start weaning off or slowing it down, man, that could cause some serious problems, some bigger sell-offs. So that we got to keep it going, man. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, all-time high on the S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, type in the chat. That's the same, man. Look at that. Is that 7 weeks? No. 9 months. 9 months in a row of green candles. 9 green ones. And here is your mean, the same type of leg up we got because of the money printer in 2020, 2021. So if you wanted to pull back, so it would be 20% pull back on the S&P 500 if you ever wanted to come back to that demand line on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. If you ever wanted to come back to just test, become oversold in your uptrend, 12% downside potential. Never know when it's going to happen, man, right? It's just chugging along. Keep going. 50K. Let's go boomers. But that's where we're at. NASDAQ did not make an all-time high, and that's due to underperformance of, well, NVIDIA the past few months. Hasn't really been able to do much. And then Microsoft, Bill Gates showing up in the Epstein files for catching an STD. For real. Like, that happened and it's confirmed. That's not a joke. Like, Bill Gates is a real big weirdo, and his wife didn't want, like, was having to keep hush hush about the antibiotic for the STD. And it's like, that's the guy talking about vaccinations and stuff. It's so weird. Anyway, so yeah, underperforming Mag 7s are the reason why that the NASDAQ only made its second highest monthly candle close ever, only second to October 1st, the month of October last year. So you're just sideways. And you talk about, this one's a little different because the Mag 7, like, all the concentration of growth and increase in market cap has come from this. So you have like I mean, you could, you know, present it like it's legging up here too, kind of. All right, they've got that. Fine. You want to do it like that? Sure. More parabolic. Because, like, look, they have like that. And then there was so much demand on this one that they couldn't even, at the lows, they couldn't even test that demand line. So it actually technically legged up again. Angle steepened somewhat. So even if you look at it like that, if you wanted to revert to the mean, if you wanted to say, hey, we're oversold in our massive uptrend, it would need to drop like 22 to 23% or near there. So that's where you're at here, just consolidating after record closes in October, second best this month. And then your Russell 2000, your RUT or IWM, whatever, all-time highs, man. Wow, incredible. So there you go. 3 out of 4 of the major index funds had the best months in their history. Gold and silver and copper, best months ever. So it's kind of not really a great thing, though, when you think about, like, wait, hold on, shouldn't silver be like risk off and all the index funds are like more risk on? And it's like, well, no, that's kind of like super inflation stuff. Like, you're talking about, like, oh, it's over for metals or whatever, but it's like, isn't over for metals? Like, they shouldn't both be making all-time highs at the same time. And that's just showing you, like, it's a devaluation situation. Monetary debasement, for sure. It's just crazy, man. What a day. What a freaking day. What a freaking month now. Okay. DXY, how did it close out its month? It had a big rally. Closed up 97 to $97. That's the support resistance. Oh man, so close. They closed the month. The support resistance, they might have tried to recapture it a little bit, but that's a big culprit to the metals selling off too. Stronger dollar. So, but yeah, like I literally did this. I was like, oh, even if it does this, still downtrending. So just 1, 2, 3. I cannot be that surprised if you see a rally and just another lower high. So just whatever. And then like the treasury bonds, let's check them out. They just didn't do anything. Like this is what we want. If we want to like say, hey man, we're looking good, you know, for higher prices, you want that. But they just down 0.5%, up 0.25% after hours, still looking terrible locally, correlating so miserably to an inflection zone below the 200-day moving average. It's just ugly right now. Like you just gotta hate it until it recaptures 88 and reconfirms 88, 87 as support. It's not doing that. And so you're just kind of, so what does that mean? Like, I don't think anyone pulling out today is putting their money in bonds. No. Okay. So again, just here, market's closed. We're just hanging out, like just reassessing the carnage that unfolded, the market drama. There was a lot of it. So there were a couple requests as the sun goes down in Miami proper. You know what's crazy, dude? Sunday, the wind chill in Miami is going to be like 25 degrees. It's going to be colder in Miami on Sunday than it's been since 2010. Exciting times. Glad I just got new ski attire. See, request was yeah, Wits. It seems like Vincent's MIA today. So yeah, Scotland asked questions. So there you go. Anonymous thanks for 420. Todd wanted in phase. Okay, in phasing right now. Okay, so with this one, I kind of get why you might have requested it. Oops. In phase right here. So he's like, okay, I want this because the buyers recaptured a key level. They did. They did kind of. But remember, you got to start, you want to see a structure, a big structure. And the structure that you want to typically find and discover are the ones that have consecutive higher lows above the key level. And so far, the most recent discernible events on in phase would be quite possibly the same high you had September 25th. You've now put in again. So you could be confirming these two highs are lower than this high, this high, this high, all the other highs. So not great yet. Okay. And the recent discernible event before the same high as this high was the lowest low of the entire downtrend. So another thing is kind of like as a nice little bear market rally, and they concluded the week trading below the 200-day simple moving average. So that's also kind of gross. And they up thrusted through it, and then they back tested the up thrust. So you kind of have like confirmation of 41.34 is actually being a real resistance with the lower high there. So to me, there's a gap fill right below you at $36. What you'd probably want to see on something like in phase is, okay, they send it down. Oh, they recapture. Oh, they back test that support right here from August 5th. They put in the first higher low and a higher high. And then all of a sudden you get like a higher low here. Like you probably want something like that. If you want to start saying that you're identifying momentum shifting into the hands of the buyers, there's a composite operator conducting a buying campaign. You want to see higher lows that are discernible on a chart. You want to like hang tight on this. I don't think it would be prudent to do anything here. You just wait. If you ever want to get a shot at in phase, I think you could get it, but it might be in May, June, July, August of later this year. And it's only if structures develop. Okay, inverse head and shoulders turns into accumulation signature, right? And then it's all above 35.54 in time. But until then, I just gotta like, I would say I wouldn't put my money in it yet, just because I don't really trust it. You can't. There's no evidence of someone accumulating a position on this asset on a significant time scale. Even if it does hold here and runs higher, it could. It very well could. But it's like you come here just for, we talk about, it's just the proprietary formula taught here, right? the structures, the accumulation signatures that let us know that there's big money conducting a buying campaign. And we try to ride the coattails of that big money, and we try to find the rule of three, right? The third valley, something like that, where we know the structure is nearing its conclusion and the resolution is nigh. Man, I hate yesterday that Ben Cohen came in the chat and like I didn't look at
Thanks
chat
for
at
going
all
live.
yesterday.
Gonna add her on this pullback. Still in Remex but not freaking out.
Hey man, you don't want to freak out. REMX, right? Hit the first target of the trade setup, which means it hit a profit taking level and people took profit. URA and REMX. Unbelievable. Yeah, so what was I saying? I was saying something, dude, and then I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't look at oil. US oil. Bro, come on. Come on. I tweeted about this. I promoted my tweet. US oil, right? Everything's changing. I pinged everyone in the Patreon. I looked at this and it's like, all right, the Gartley, the type 2 return, the bullish divergence, they recaptured the key inflection zone of 61. The supply line, they broke it. They broke the 200-day simple moving average all at the same time on the date of January 27th. And so far, great follow through. And they could take it higher. I don't give a crap. And then eventually they could do something like this and this and this. And it's like all of a sudden, this is it. The buyers are regaining their footing. And then we go into a long-term uptrend on oil. Do you understand? This is what's going on. First it's metals, then it's oil. So you want to probably, metal bros, you want to start maybe becoming oil bros off this structure. Because, hey, this is just the genesis of this reversal. Okay? Just being real. The genesis. Here we are. It's been a long time, man. I mean, this thing topped out in March 2022, and here we are. Okay. Oil. Where to keep your eyes. So like USO. But yeah, I'm so pissed, man. Like Ben Cohen came in. I didn't see him because I didn't look at chat at all because there was just so much going on. I was trying to provide the value. Didn't see him. And so it almost looks like I ignored him. But like I just wasn't looking at chat, man. Because it's just, I know y'all prefer I just look at charts mostly. And then like look at chat very occasionally, right? And y'all need something to say, you just tip me or something. But like, yeah, I need to engage more. I need to look at chat more. It's tough with 2 monitors. Like I'm on battle station. I got 6 monitors, man. Like I can see everything all the time. I'm like Sauron in there. Like, okay, yeah, there's someone over there in the Shire. Yeah, I just saw what he did. Okay. Look at that guy at Erebor. All right. You know, but here it's a little tougher. I'm in a weakened state in my
Thanks
tower.
for all you
All
do,
right.
Mitch. Appreciate all the education more than I could express. Smile.
What's up, Nick Donald? Thanks for the 10, dude. Man, thanks for watching and giving me a chance. Okay. Look, dude, I'm here. I'm doing this like voluntarily every day. There's no monetization. There's no ads. There's no affiliate marketing links. You get it? Like I literally am just here to the things I've learned over 18 years. I'm just trying to instill them in you before I'm gone. Because like, you know, we're on this earth for a very short period of time. We've been blessed by God to be able to have a platform, right? The internet, 4K camera, right? So it's our duty in life when we learn something, if we not master, but if you become proficient in something, it is our duty as humans to pass it along as well as we can. And I think with the internet, it has like made it so incredible. So, hey man, that's why I'm here. So thank you for like, again, giving me a chance. Everyone that's watching right now, like y'all could be watching anyone and y'all chose me, and just know that I am grateful. Okay. Please understand that. It's humbling. So thank y'all. Okay. So yeah, infos for Todd, and then we'll look at see the next one. Jimmy, he bought URA. Oh, that was the last request. Okay, cool. Yeah, just the contributions today were y'all just saying thanks. So thank y'all. Let's see here. I don't know, man. I've been live for about an hour, and US oil, that's it, man. Like that's the place. Like you're seeing US oil, USO, whatever, WTI. This is it, man. I think the trend's reversed, and it's $1. Like, especially if we can take this, we see oil pull back any, and we hold above 60, if we hold above 58 even, if we just hold above the previous sustainable high from mid-December, it is good time for us for a long. Harper? Let's freaking go, Harper. Are you kidding?
Mitch the oil tycoon.
You're the oil tycoon.
At least I have chicken.
4 string, 4 stem with their belt. Thank you, dude. Holy crap. I haven't chatted to Harper. Is it? Yeah, Harper. Yeah, Harper Jones. Harper A. Jones. Okay, Harper Ace Jones. Well, we're all going to be oil tycoons now. So we saw the blow up top on silver. Probably we'll go for dead cat bounce. I don't know if we're going to rival 121 again. But hey, man, I'm just saying, if you survived Silver Friday, showing you right now what's probably next. The sector that's next. Big tech. I don't know. Chomping upside down for 3 months. And it's really high still. And it's being propped up. And there's not really value. But okay, you know, you got to deal with Facebook pumping on earnings and then dumping. And it can't do it. There's just so much, like, I don't know. It's just like market diarrhea. Like so much of that in big tech, you know. And it's like right here. What we look for, it's here. Oh my God. ExxonMobil's gone, dude. I mean, it's literally gone. Like it looked okay, and then it was just, wow. Look at this, dude. Look at this. King, man. Well, I mean, the inverse, like the spring, or the spring, the back test spring in May last year, but then the inverse head and shoulders into the jump across a creek, and then this right here, man, like it's Wyckoff reaccumulation, and that's like the XLE in itself, kind of. I mean, you have a breakout, man. You had a multi-year consolidation structure that did break out. Highest daily candle close today on the XLE, and guess what? You look left. I don't know. I guess the split or something. And my levels are all screwed now. Yep. Yeah, there was a split. So gosh dang it, man. This would be down here. This would be here. Sorry, man. I don't know. Like when they split like that. Not even sure. Okay. Oh my God. All of this. I gotta redo like everything. When did XLE split? Oh, it was recent. It was February. No, it said no, 2-1. Oh, December it split. So yeah, you had an all-time high. You had a breakout today. The actual literal breakout above the 2014 pre-oil glut high. That happened today.
I have some evidence Manbear Pig could be in this area.
Do you get it? Like it happened today, not yesterday. Yesterday they did break out, but there's a candle close that's kind of suspect. But today they did it, man. XLE is about to go possibly into price discovery. Or we're talking 55, 60, 65, $75 XLE. Okay. So let me do something real quick. Let me just see here. Let me see. Gotta go to like the weekly on these, I think. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. No way. Dude, I just like go to like one oil chart. You have to see this, man. You have to. Look at this. ENB, Enbridge Incorporated on the weekly. Look what they're doing. They have broken a inflection zone. Goes back to 2013. They've broken it and they've back tested it successfully as support. This is heavy momentum. This is a momentum play. So you're like, okay, you'd be targeting for all-time highs. Definitely. like E and B, you'd be targeting for like $57. This is incredible. You want to talk about an uptrend? You just confirmed a higher high than the high you had in 2022. Bro, here we are. First it was the metals, and then it was the oils. But let's you know, spend this weekend soul searching. Just thinking about what energy plays are there for us. Let's take a look at some other ones, man. Gosh dang, man. Gosh dang. Oh my goodness. It's kind of maybe amazing. Like even British Petroleum. BP. I'll just show you this, man. On the weekly. You'd like look at this and you'd be the judge, all right? So BP supply line going back 2010, 14, 18, you know, whatever. And even if you adjusted like this to be more like conservative, like at 1 and 2 and 3 touches, look what they've done to that supply line. They broke it. They back tested it not once, but twice. The 200-week moving average is now support. BP is also incredible for long, right in this area, $33 to $35. It's $37.88. Yeah, this week kind of pulled it ahead, you know, so 3.7%. But dude, I'm telling you, stop loss like at $32.85, and you let this thing ride. Look at this. It's the convergence, all right? The 200-week moving average, the horizontal line support, resistance from 2002 chat, the supply line from 2010 chat, 3 different things broken, back tested once and twice locally with a higher low on the confirmation low. It's unbelievable. Targeting, you know, 46, 43, you're going to have to worry about that, but I don't know if that's even going to be equitable. Probably $53. Dude, this is like trend reversing stuff going on. All right. And if at best and at worst, easy to manage risk trade setup, position trade to ride oil, because we're watching US oil and it looks good with the Gottlieb. So again, above $33, incredible. Freaking incredible. Okay, this is gold right here. This is literally gold. Probably should have been paying attention a little bit more, but I mean, like, there was just so much money to be made in metals, man. Making so much. So that's huge, dude. That's huge on BP. Hope you just know. Doing what I can. You got anything to say about this? Did anyone go to Ben Cohen's chat on a stream or a video and let him know that I apologize for... I messaged him in Twitter, but like I don't think he saw it. But what's up? Tidley, Told. Thank you for the 20. Yeah, we can look at EGY. PLG took a hit, but yeah, it's still not dead. It's just wow, your portfolio's gained. Hold on, let me see if it plays. No, I'll play it real quick for you. Sorry about that. Oh no, it didn't even show up in my stream elements. Gosh dang, man. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, there it is. Here, I'll replay it.
Hey Mitch, can you look at Eggy and what are your thoughts still on PLG? Thanks for everything, man. My port has gained 126% since November. Thanks for being here with all your great TA. Flexed biceps emoji. Flexed biceps emoji.
Tied late, told late. 87 thing you did for the 20. That's incredible. Amazing performance. Yeah. If you were just in silver since November, you're still up 70%, even after today. Insane. Lego Mygo, yes, this is an Alabama coffee mug. Yes, there's the... I'm an alumnus, so it's the school I graduated from, you know, supporting that. Type in the chat, Roll Tide. We can, yeah, we can look at EGY if it pleases you. Valco energy. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it's a little late. But what can you, like, dude, it's perfect. It's like how they defended it here. They're like, oh man, lower high, and they lose it, then they recapture, then they reconfirm. It's like that was the signal. 358 beginning of this month, and it's just up so much. That's what's up 23%, 5.8. Oh my god, dude, it's up like 36, 37% in a few weeks. That's the problem. You were like, it looks great here, but it's so far removed from the area to be able to strategize an entry and a tight stop loss that it kind of sucks, you know. You'd be targeting, I mean, minimum 6, but probably targeting 750 and 850. Yeah, like you're uptrending kind of. The one low and a slightly lower low, both these lows you got to think about are higher than these lows, meaning like the uptrend's still very real. It's overbought now. So if you ever got, if the only thing you can do here, if you own it, congrats, hold on. You're probably going to 750, 850. But if you ever got this opportunity to get something like this, and then you could be like, oh my God, the size of the structure, the symmetry of the structure is so real. The 3 rising valleys at support, 308 to 354 is always going to be the level to strategize. If you ever got that, God be with you. It would be an incredible setup, but you just, you know, that's the problem. You have to be at these key levels, and it was, and now it's 3 weeks later and it's not anymore, but it was. So yeah, it looks great, man. EGY. I wish it would do this, but chances are it won't. Looks good though. Okay. EGY above 308, 354. You're golden, man. All right. Whoa. Whoa, what the heck? Harbor A. Jones. When did that happen? Oh, what the? Huh? Did that just happen? I'm refreshing and it's not showing up on Stream Elements. Dude, 2 minutes ago. Unbelievable.
Mitch the ExxonMobil man.
Papa A. Jones. Bro. Bro, hold on. I'm trying to like make sure, like, you know, like what the heck? Harper, thanks for the, is that 300? No. No, that's $500. $5 freaking hundred today. I didn't even notice. $300 super chat and then a $200 super chat. Harper A. Jones. I don't know why it's not showing your super chat. You're not the weekly top super chat over Wits. I don't know why it's not generating. Holy crap, man. Thank you, dude. Well, guess what? It looks like oil's just beginning. Finally. After all this time. Hold on, let me turn my lights on. That's the most support I've gotten from, you know, like that, so short period of time, in a long time video, but like, you know, Vincent and Wits, man, they've been killing it too, but man, like right out the gate, 500 like that. Thank you, dude. I don't even know what to say. Wow. Sorry, I'm just like trying to take it all in. You gotta give me a sec, man. We've been live now an hour, 10 minutes, Friday evening. You know, the markets are closed. Crypto power hour right now. Power hour. I guess we can keep looking at some of these oil stocks if it would please. Hoppa. Holy crap, man. Yeah, let me see here. Let me see. We got any other Valero? You had your chance, you know. We'll get a few more. Oh my goodness. Some of these are kind of running. I'm trying to look for ones that are like, I mean, like TTEs are right up against big resistance. EFG, oh, like especially exciting. Marathon doesn't really look like crazy. Looks okay. Above 159, 163. Looks okay. But not like spectacular. So could just turn into an 886 and then reverse there. Shark. I'm not sure. Not like the craziest there. CBX though. My God, dude. They're doing it. They're actually doing it. Y'all remember it was the Israel-Iran bombing stuff going on back and forth. They were exchanging
Can you
bombs.
take a look at BTU? Thank you.
Yeah. We'll look at BTU. Not Peabody Energy, AG. I can't remember. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I remember right down here, the triple bottom at the key support from 2018, excuse me. 2014, 2018, whatever. And look at you now. At highest daily candle close on Chevron since January 2023.
Ocon NYSE weekly monthly PLS.
It's you, dog, man. Okay. Thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look. So, yeah, I mean, this one's like breaking out. Probably going to all-time highs soon. Targeting 190 pretty much. But we're going to be real here. From the highest point to the lowest point of this huge, I guess, reaccumulation structure. 205, 224, 204, 224. Those would be two big targets up there on Chevron. Nice. Okay. Let me see if just find a couple more. See if there are any like good ones right at like the ones that look like ENB and BP. Holy crap. Schlumberger already broke out, remember? I think we had talked about this one. Yeah, dude. Come on, remember? We can just go back and eat some member berries. 3503 recaptured. They broke the downtrend. Look at it ever since then, man. Dude, I know we talked about that. I know there's charts posted on this. Schlumberger. Dude, come on. December 5th in charts only. Patreon Citadel. Come on, dude. Look, like, what do you want? Like, there it is. 3503, the level, the breakout. It's all there, and it just kept going. We have another one. Yeah, that was it, dude. It looked at on stream, too. Holy crap. Schlumberger. 51 bucks. Not much you can do now. It's just straight up. ConocoPhillips. Ooh, oh my God. It was so, like, it's there. It's like, it's a little far removed from what, dude, like right around $92, $94 is it. That's the level for strategizing. They broke the supply line. They back tested it. The higher lows came in. You're above the 200 moving average. You probably got a golden cross. You got a golden cross, man. This month, 2 weeks ago, golden cross. So you pull back. Oh my, if you can get to 94 on COP, closer you get to that level, the easier it is to strategize the stop loss, your upside potential on Conoco. You're targeting right now for 124. ConocoPhillips 124. Okay. What is that? How much upside? 124. Eventually. 19% upside on COP. I mean, you can just buy USO, because of the Gartley. It's incredible. But like I'm saying, like ENP, ENB, BP, COP right now. Wow. I mean, this one's a little far off its high. Oh my God. Wow. OIS, Oil States International. That one time there was this really nice Gartley, type 2 return with a harmonic up in price, kind of type 1, type 2 really of it. But now up against, if they break this, if they can break 857, I mean, chances are you're going to, this is like maybe Wyckoff accumulation, chat. Go to the weekly here. Bro. Oh my God. Look, generational bottom on OIS. This is it, man. The 2001, that like IPO peak right there. If they break that, it's a 1466, $22 target zone. This could be it, man. Like, and also to boot, the huge falling wedge, whatever Bulkowski bump, they broke out of it. So it doesn't even really matter. It's not really that relevant. I don't care, but it happened. And this is just like, here's the lowest low, here are the higher lows, right? Too many market participants, too much demand. So, you know, this is like Wyckoff accumulation, and they could be doing the backup. Even they could do something like this, you know, and then it comes back, but then they do this. That's the confirmation. So they're working on maybe the backup, the BU. No, they're working on the sign of strength here. They got to break this trading range top. If they do that, that's when we're talking markup phase to 15 bucks, 1466, 22, 28, and possibly above that, $37. My God. So keep your eye on OIS, Wyckoff accumulation down here. Now it's not at a strategic entry. Okay, that's different. Right? It's $5. You know, the spring back test was beautiful there, and they've run it up since then. I mean, that was back in August. So yeah, but like I'm just saying, you keep your eye on OIS. Interesting-ish, but not really. It's okay. Occidental, remember this one? Sucks. But above 38.53, that 2008 swing low, they're spring back testing spring. So you got that going for you. So, I mean, if oil's going to run, then this could be ready to do its thing. What's up, Gomi, man?
Gomi tipped $25. Hey Mitch, can we take a look at CHRD? Have a great weekend.
Gomi, man, thanks, dude, for the 25. CHRD, yeah, we'll look at it. Or this, or whatever the next request was. Holy crap, dude. Harper has freaked me out, man. Thanks again, Harper. If Harper's still here, thank you, dude. Harper, say something in the chat, dude. All right, let us know you're still here. Harper's the oil tycoon. Yeah. Yeah, so Oxy, I don't know. Maybe something to watch. Anything about 38.50, someone could be like, all right, you could be long to 52, 22, or and then maybe 69 after that. But, okay. All right. Okay. No, BTU first. BTU first. T-body energy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember looking at this one. Yeah, back when I had that inverse head and shoulders. And it's just continued higher, hasn't it? He's here. He's ready to party. Well, dude, take some of your silver. All you gotta do, take your silver.
Can you take a look at APA on the monthly? Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah, we'll look at Apache. Thank you, AG. We'll look at Apache, man. Dude, take your silver coins and you go buy some barrels of oil. Hopefully you got a swimming pool. You can fill up your swimming pool full of the oil and you just wait, man. Okay? Because you give it 6 months to a year, oil's going to be higher by the looks of that chart. All right? I think at one time at the highs on silver.
Dollary's weekly chart has Gartley, oil services name.
All right, Anon. I think the 21, dude. We'll look at it. Thank you, man. On the list. So up here, BTU, it's a huge run, man. I'm not, strategizing. How can you? I'm not really sure. Like, what's your upside potential? Well, you're up against some big resistance, swing high, $37, $42. It's an 886 from the previous high to low there. So that was a huge markup. You kind of missed we remember it's all about the structures, and they back tested the breakout, even some higher lows, and it ran. So up here, I mean, just hope they put in a higher low than $26 and then they keep the uptrend going. I'm not sure how we would Like they really like leg this thing up. You know, they could take this probably down to like $26 and it'd still be in an uptrend. You know, they could take it down 22.75 and back test the key level. So you're kind of at the high, the slightly higher high situation up against some big resistance, and maybe you're diverging. Yeah, look at some RSI bearish divergence on the daily, maybe even the weekly. Yeah, like there is a little bit of bearish divergence on the weekly, you know, a high, then the slightly higher high, you know, an overbought territory. That is like kind of buyer exhaustion. And then a bearish engulfing candle that was confirmed today. It's all up here, high to low. So if they pull it back, it'd probably be healthy. You know, I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying like a pullback kind of looks like it might be impending. And that could be maybe a buying opportunity on BTU. So, you know, your levels 32.50. They don't hold that. Then you're looking at 22.75. Okay. Okay. Thank you, dude. Okay. One okay. Hi, are you okay? Yeah, dude. Yep. Yeah, dude. Look. They've done it, man. They've recaptured 77.34, the swing high from 2019 and 20. They've held it. Of course, they had already had the supply line broke. Beautiful. Oh my God. They back test. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. They broke it. They back tested it. They recaptured the 200-week moving average for the supply line. They recaptured the horizontal line support resistance that is so real. You could even, you know, say whatever. Like there's a zone here. Okay, whatever. It's incredible. It's actually phenomenal. And like, you know, on this one, you could use Fibonacci to target. Structurally, you know, locally, it's an inverse head. It looks like I'm inverse head and shoulders maybe on the daily. Let's look. Yeah, kind of very pretty. Like you got like momentum shifting behavior. Like look, it's not really perfect or anything. Not a very well defined left shoulder, but look at that, man. The same levels. That's really pretty. Look at the neckline, 76.56. They broke it and back tested it. That's unbelievable, man. Like, see, the thing is, the problem now though only is like they're holding this and they could go start running next week, no problem. Way higher highs, but they could even do this. You know, they could do that, and it would be an even more insane setup. You know, with that's like the best area to like manage your risk is $71. It is. It just is. So it's either you want to take a shot now, or do you want to like take a shot now with a little bit and then wait to take more on a pullback? Either way, I think you're in good shape here. This is really pretty. That's a beautiful breakout, back test to breakout of a multitude of levels. Man, remember that? Wow, holy crap. Look at this 1 point. Yeah, that is insanely good, dude. Okay. So it's either longing now or waiting till $72 or both, you know, but anything above the 2019-2020 high of 77.34 is incredible. Nice job, G-Dog. Love, like, you know, G-Dog tips. Here we go. It's about to be an insane setup. About to look amazing. Is this like energy? ON, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna post this. It's insane, dude. Great job. I mean, you probably buy this, you're gonna be up. You know, give it like 3 to 6 months, you'll probably be higher, is what I'm saying on OKE. Yeah. Oh, did Harper see this one, man? Holy crap. There cannot be an oil mania. Oh, dude, where were you in 2013? I was, you know, still scrubbing, being a scrub back then, but my God, I remember the mania in oil then. APA Corporation, yeah. Black Tar Mania. That's right, dude. Not the heroin. Okay, let's see here. Cord Energy. Oh my God. Kind of insane. What the? Okay, here we go. Never been here in my life. Cord Energy. Remember, this one's got on average, 735,000 volume. So you're going to be trading like, oh God, here we're going to the volatility, right? But good God, you cannot take away the M shape. Oh my God. And kind of a type 2 return. What the? That's what I'm talking about, man. Anything above $94, $93.50. The swing low from 2022. I mean, even if anything above 88, anything above 85. Beautiful. I wonder what this supply line will look like. It's probably way, I don't care about this at all, really. But I'm just kind of for fun. Just want to see, like, yeah, dude, this is insane. This is like US oil. Dude, oh my God. Breaking the 200 moving average. I wonder if there's a golden cross. Soon. Impending golden cross. Bro. Hold on. People have to be alerted to this. This is insane. That was a great request, Gomi. Of course. Gomi's doing it too, man. It's Gomi versus G-Dog. And crazy looking charts. Good God. CHRD. Oops. Losing my mind here. Just like, you know what the target would be? You're going to have to go test 107 soon, but I'm thinking probably big time. Probably looking at like a bigger target of like 154, 158. That's crazy, man. That's what we're talking about. Man, the streams at night are so much better. Like, dude, you saw earlier, it's like, it was like a whiteout. It was like cloudy and it's bright. You can't see anything. Look at now, the lights are coming on and it's just beautiful out there. What a backdrop. Find me a better backdrop than this on YouTube, chat. Go for it. And then if you find someone, I'll just go over on the other side of my living room and stream from there. And then no one will beat that. This is my secondary backdrop. Okay. You know, my first one, it's so, all the buildings behind me, so sexy. It's just a little bit more effort to get that rolling. So I don't. Whew. I'm at 30 minutes till the daily close in crypto. Who cares? Sorry, man. Just trying to keep it together here. Whole body is like broken, sore as F. I'll be wearing an oil necklace 2 months. Yeah, dude. Let's go. Next request was APA. Let's go APA, man. APA in. I thought APA was Apache, man. I thought it was. Let's go to the weekly on it. Whoa. Whoa. We got an M shape of 786 though, not an 886, but my God. They took it back down to like, look at that level, that swing high from 1993. They defended it. That's crazy. So yeah, like on the weekly, you could be seeing a generational bottom on this one. Yeah. Generational bottom. And it all started, right? The bottom was the volume signature from 2020. That was the bottom, dude. Now it's just been crappy for years. But now look where you are. The same level you defended as support back in 01, the run happened. It's happening now. So it's like, dude, this could take like years to play out for real. But man, you're looking almost like it's the bat pattern. Dude, that's freaking nuts. Like, you know, you're kind of like, okay, could the COVID crash low or maybe this low? Like you can just see the M shape is so pretty. It's so massive. It's a over 5 year large M shape. And like it's concluding its development at the swing high from 1993. This is a really interesting chart, man. I'm just being real here. And look, you have this obviously, right? That right there though, they still haven't broken that. But like if you try to include all three, it's like they have, you know? How do you play that? How do you get all three included. It's like they have broken out. So that's insane. APA. Generational bottom looking A. A lot of work needs to be done. It could take literally years. But it's like you gotta wonder, this is how bottoms get put in. Okay. Just saying. Crazy stuff, dude. We'll be coming back to this at some point in the future. All right. Nice chart, man. Wow. Okay. RES. Never hit the M-shaped low, but I might be a Gartley. You know. Let's see. Oh my God. Like actually it's like a textbook Gartley. Unreal. I don't know how to play out though. It's a huge pattern. It's on the weekly. But it is a high XA, then B 618, then the C is lower high, then the 786, kind of unbelievably perfect. Perfect Gartley here. Wow. Don't get these very often, but and that's a good start. It would be preferable for an 886 Gartley, closer to 284 for risk management purposes. But you may never get it. It's fine. But yeah. You'd want a type 2 return. Like, I don't, like, you know, you want this to be a type 1 reaction, and then you want a type 2 return at some point. You just do. That's just the formula, right? No one knows on the first one. The higher risk entry on the type 1 reaction because just the structure, but everyone, the lower risk trade where way more market participants get involved is on the second low when it's confirmed as real. So you're just reacting right now, and that reaction could go to 881. But then you would want a pullback, a retrace, and then a form of confirmation. Beautiful. Holy crap. RES. Bullish Gartley, unironic. How about that? Shoot, man. REI. Well, we're just going to do everything in the alphabet, G-Dog. Oh my God, man. REI, RES, REK, REQ, RE whatever. Ring Energy Connect. Oh my God. Yeah. Unreal. Talk about M shapes. It's a shark or it's a bat. Either one, man. I think it's probably more bat. Gartley, 886 Gartley. Wow, dude. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, dude. Look at this. REIE. Energy Minerals. Jesus. Like, unbelievable. 333 target. Then $5. What's your target? Dude, it's like, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's up, dude. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, it's just being requested now. But, like, it's like that. It's, like, so easy. It's, like, the easiest thing ever, right, on the weekly. It's a penny stock, kind of, you know. Right around the 8 point. And could you imagine, dude? 639. Dude, 2 million volume, more than some. There you go. Pretty simple right there. Oh my God. Ring Energy. Hype in the freaking chat. This one's like so easy. It's like weekly, position trade, whatever. If you want to play it, this is how you'd size it up. Harmonic patterns, technical indicators. That's it. Good God. That's G-Dog, man. Hype King for a reason. Good God, dude. Whew. How about these requests, man? Let's go. Oklo. Well, we were looking, right? We were saying Oklo, we want that pullback. I don't know if it happened. We wanted the pullback, but my God, it's down like 8% today. Good God. Ugh. Well, they got to remember they're doing the thing, but we got to get a reversal. Okay, we got to get in the next week or two. We got to get them doing this and then this, right? If they don't do that, then you're looking for $58 to $59. Okay, you've lost the key level. This is why there was no setup posted on it. You just didn't know. It was holding, but it's rolling over now. Like lowest close since the beginning of the year. You broke the 200-day moving average. Let's just keep our eye on it. Let's just hang tight, man, on this one. You can't take action. We got to wait for buyers to recapture 85, then reconfirm it as support. Can't do anything till then, okay? We've got to be patient. Like you do, like anything below 85 for too long, you run the risk of seeing $59, okay? So not there yet. So have an alert set up at 85, 80. You hear a beep. Oh, they're doing something good. They're starting to do the thing we need it to do. Okay. Holy crap, man. Anonymous, thanks for the 20. That was just a random 20. Your buddy's the CFO of Ring. We'll let him know. We just posted a trade setup. Okay. A beautiful bullish Gartley at key levels. Easy to manage risk. We don't know if it'll play out, but seems like something's going well down there. All right. All right. We looked at Oklo. Here it is. It's not there yet. Like we got to have more. Okay. Got to have more. All right. And on just tipped to tip.
Dollar prop.
Billis McGuffey. Thanks, dudes. Prop. All right. We'll look at prop. Props in the house. Prairie operating. It's one of these low volume assets in the basement. Yeah, certainly in the basement, dude. 183. Probably like, yeah, like a support zone down here. I don't know if you really have a structure. No structure yet that even implies that there's a trend reversal yet, because the lowest high, the lowest low, the lowest high, shooting star reversal. Oh my God. You want to see a shooting star reversal? That is beautiful. So it's very low volume asset, and there's no higher highs, higher lows yet. So there's no indication of more than before. No composite operator behavior yet, like that we're seeing. So you're down here to key level though. I'll give you that, but I don't know if you got anything. I don't think you have an edge. I don't think there's anything that that is implying via pattern recognition or identification that implies that we have an edge, a greater than 50% chance of a pump, an impending rally here. That's what we're looking for. We're not just looking for the asset to be trading out of support. We're looking for structures to be concluding their development that are indicative of accumulation at these levels. And I don't think you have it quite yet on this one. So this is oil though, integrated oil. So who knows, man? Oil could be just everything's going to pump in oil, right? Whew. My God, man. It put me to work today. It was quiet, and then all of a sudden, boom. Here I was. All right, that was the last request. All right, I've been live for an hour and 40 minutes. Thanks, everyone, for being here. What a freaking day. Silver Friday, 2026. A day that you'll tell your grandkids about because it was so profound today. But is it over? Is it over on silver? Typically, you'll get reflexive rallies, but maybe not on silver because it's different this time. But after stuff like that, you might draw down a little more, but eventually you get a reflexive rally, which is a dead cat bounce. And then screwed. So got to wonder how this is going to play out, man. You really got to wonder. Fundamentals haven't changed at all. Like, guess what? Silvers are no longer just a precious metal. They are a strategic metal, and China has cornered the market on it. So, and the premium is still massive. The spread between physical and paper, like the West and East, it's like a 30% premium right now. Hold on, let me give you the exact number. They started crashing this thing, I think, when China closed. The premium the spread between East and West, US and China virtually, is right now, oh my God, it is 44% premium. So China closed, China spot 122.42. They closed out the week. And then Western spot 84.89 to close it out. So again, $37 premium, 44% premium percentage. That is a record. That has never happened before. What will the consequences be? Well, clearly no consequence. Clearly it doesn't matter. I have no idea. Yep. Shanghai Silva. All right. Well, look, man. I hope Bitcoin. Did we even look at Bitcoin? We didn't even look at it today. I'm sorry, man. Like, look, they broke it down. It was a following three methods, bearish back test to the bear flag, and they took us to the lowest level since November. So the lowest price since of this year, 2026. You're in the bearish control zone. It's the lowest relative strength reading you've seen on Bitcoin since December 1st. This is not a good spot to be in. You don't want to be in the bearish control zone, chat. Remember, Michael Saylor's cost basis is $76,000. So if you go to 76, that means that all the purchases Michael Saylor's made in his entire career Bitcoin at being MicroStrategy, $0 made. That's nasty. That is value destruction. So, but hey, it's a long-term thing, so shouldn't matter. He'll keep buying down there too. But yeah, I'm just saying, not great. They could run this thing higher. Who cares? As long as you're making a lower high than 97.5, you're in a downtrend. Okay, that's kind of it. Ethereum, same crap. Like, not good, man. Like, you're going for the lowest daily candle close since July. All right. 1 and 2 confirming the downtrend continues. The bearish back test of the flag is resistance. Back testing 3,000, 2,900 is resistance. You're looking for a $2,400 target right here. And like, they could run it higher, and they're probably going to put in a lower high than 3,400. It's just, look, this market is a zombie market. Do it. You remember, CZ, Changpeng Zhao, has destroyed this market. He is the Night King. He has liquidated everything. He has destroyed so much and made so much money that he now can physically, any way he wants, he can do this, liquidate all the shorts, and then liquidate all the longs, then liquidate all the shorts, and just keep this crap up forever. He can do that. And this is that garbage price action will be like, it makes it to where no one that's human can make money. Like, it's impossible because there's just not enough directionality. Like, oh, I'm short, I'm bearish on Ethereum. Well, guess what, man? You've been bearish on Ethereum since November. You barely made anything because the chop is just, they're just sidewaysing this crap, and they're chopping it down and up and down and up. It's just, there's no direction. There's no trend. It's impossible. It's a dead market. So this would be, to me, this would be more like common. I think this would be like, no one wins. No one makes money this way. Instead of like, hey, dude, the technicals are happening. It looks terrible. It looks like they bearishly back tested. They broke support. You're going for the lowest level in almost a year. This is coming next. But no, of course not. Because then humans could use TA. They could make money. They could be levered and make money too if it did that. But no. So it's got to do this and this and this first. Okay? See what I'm saying? That's the market you're in. That's crypto. Welcome to it. They destroyed it. They killed it. They killed this market, dude. So you would think, based on technicals, $2,400 to $2,000 is on deck, but not before 3,200 first. A couple times. Okay? Joke market. Hope you get it, man. So let's just stick with USO. Okay? Oil. Okay. Dude, did silver really top out the same day as GameStop 5 years ago? That's crazy. That's insane, Chris F, if that's real. What the? All right. So, been a good stream. My God. Good stream, historical stream. Beautiful. We're here in 4K. You can see out beyond the horizon, or on the horizon, the scintillation. Right? Do you see the twinkling? That is due to between here and there variables, many different variants in the atmosphere that's distorting the view, that's causing the twinkling, the scintillation. So we're out here in Miami Friday night, and had a good stream, man. So it's going to be a very interesting open on Sunday evening for commodities. And maybe there's going to be an attack on Iran, but no, there's not going to be an attack on Iran this weekend because everyone says there's going to be an attack on Iran this weekend. It's been telegraphed. It's all over X. Yeah, dude, imminent attack this weekend on Iran. So probably not, but we'll see. Maybe so. Okay. Thanks everyone for coming out. My God, dude. Thanks so much, Wits. But my God, dude. Thank you, Harper Ace Jones, for the $500 of super chats today. Unreal. Thank you, dude. So I'll just be back. Till next time. Have a good weekend. Respect the TA.